Well, thank you, Sulaiman. Mr. Akiri, your bias is very clear towards Mrs. Clinton, and I know that if you had the opportunity to vote this morning,
yes,
you will waste no time, casting your vote for Mrs. Clinton. But then, there are people who also predict these elections. There's a certain Professor Alan J. Lichman, who is said to have correctly predicted the U.S. elections in the last 32 years.
Yes.
According to people, they say he's turned this into a science. He has a couple of questions that he would usually pose, and that if half of those questions are answered either in yes or no fashion, it determines who will eventually occupy the White House.
Yes.
And so far, he's predicted very, very strongly, I think he's reiterated again, that the Democrats would not retain the White House. What do you make of this prediction, considering the professor's, correct predictions on the last 32 years? Do you think that it holds weight, and that shouldn't we be prepared for a situation whereby Mr. Donald Trump eventually becomes president of the United States?
Mark, thank you very much. You see, Alan Lichman, I know him very well. He's a presidential historian in America. He has been presidential historian. He's been predicting, presidential elections since 1984, and he has never gone wrong. Now he has said in this election Trump is going to win, and you see, I'm talking to you now. I'm not like Trump. If Trump should win, it doesn't bother me. And if Clinton wins, it doesn't bother me. I will be happier if Clinton wins. But if Trump wins, so be it. That would be that. At least let it be. Let it follow democracy, democratic practice. If you win and you win thoroughly, everybody accepts your victory. Don't say that if you don't win, that you are going to accept victory. You are going to accept the result of the election only if you win. That's an undemocratic statement. That's all I'm saying. Now, as far as several factors are concerned, I believe Clinton is a superior person, because this is somebody that is endowed with a lot of intellectual acquirements now, and he has the experience, and he's more sober. He is not the rascal which Donald Trump is. And I think that if Donald Trump should become president of America and becomes, literally the most powerful person in the world, and trusting the code, the nuclear code to him, might be very difficult or dangerous. Very dangerous, not only for America, but for the whole of the world. These are my thoughts. But if he wins, there's no problem.
But people talk about institutions in America. They talk about how, regardless of whoever occupies the office, there are institutions that safeguard certain things. There are processes that must be followed. And some people have said that, the Donald Trump they're seeing on the campaign trail is definitely going to be different from the Donald Trump who may be president of the United States. You don't agree with them?
Well, no, I don't agree with those people, because Donald Trump is such a character that that is uncontrollable. When he gets there, what would he do? What would he do if he gets there? What will his own behavioral pattern become at that time? Will he be amenable to any discipline? Will he pander to democratic practice? These are my problems. That Donald Trump is not the man. Is not such a man that will be amenable to discipline. He wants to go his way. So when you entrust so much to him, and president of America, is he likely to listen? Just like he didn't listen to his party people in the GOP, which was the reason so many of them ran away from him. So when he becomes president, is it then he's going to be amenable to discipline? I have my doubts.
So in closing, what would be lessons learned by Nigerian politicians from this electioneering in the United States?
From this one, Nigerians should learn so many lessons. First, you must talk about issues when you are campaigning, not cast aspersions on the person of the opponent. What are you going to do? What has been done so far? What are the shortcomings? And what are you going to correct when you come there? These are the things you should be talking about. Not the person, whether the person is tall or short, whether the person is fat or thin, whether the person is rich or poor. That's not the type of thing we should be talking about. And again, we should. It's not money. It's not money bags. That's not what we should be concentrating on. We should be talking about looking at those people who can do the job. Do the job. And again, one other thing that Nigerians should look at is, even if that's not primal, but look at the person who is coming. Is this person going to exhibit an ugly behavioral pattern when he comes there? These are the type of things to look at. Because if you bring a he-goat to become president of the nation, he cannot become a lion, or he cannot become an ass. So look at the type of person you are going to bring in too.
All right, yeah.
Very
Chris
important.
Akiri, many thanks for speaking with us on this special day of the United States election here on Sunrise Daily. Chris Akiri, public affairs analyst and a lawyer. We'll take a moment now. We'll return shortly. Stay with us.